Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into how SyncEthic AI acts as the ultimate protective shield for enterprises trying to navigate the absolute chaos of ungoverned AI. Because let's be real, if you're deploying AI in a corporate environment today, you're probably standing on a regulatory landmine without even realizing it. So, our goal today is to break down exactly how SyncEthic diffuses that mine.
But first, I want to anchor us to a truly massive number from the executive summary. 35 million euros. That right there is the maximum fine enterprises could face if they ignore the incoming regulations. So we're not talking about a slap on the wrist here. We are talking about an absolute existential threat to your balance sheet. And honestly, it's the core reason why a completely new approach to AI infrastructure is no longer just a nice-to-have, it's mandatory. To unpack exactly how SyncEthic solves this, we're going to follow a quick roadmap. We'll look at the shadow AI threat, the triple peril, their secure middleware gateway, smart routing, private RAG, and finally, their mobile kill switch. Let's get into it. Starting with Section 1, the shadow AI threat, the danger of total opacity. Because this is the baseline problem every enterprise is facing right now, this dangerous, totally invisible reality. Think about your own organization for a second. Right now, your employees are almost certainly juggling OpenAI, Claude, and Gemini to get their everyday work done. But they're doing it completely under the radar. This creates a state of total opacity. You have absolutely zero visibility on who is sending what data, to which provider, and honestly, at what cost. As the quote says, if you do not see the risk, you cannot manage it. Right now, you're flying blind. Which brings us to Section 2, facing the triple peril, or the high stakes of ungoverned AI. This total opacity builds into what the source material brilliantly frames as a massive multi-front threat. The crucial point here is that deploying AI without a control layer leaves you totally exposed. First up, the legal risk. We're talking about those massive EU AI Act non-compliance fines we just mentioned. Then there's the security risk. The honestly terrifying reality of GDPR violations happening because unfiltered personally identifiable information, or PII, is just leaking straight into third-party language models. And then add to that the financial risk of massive bills from unmonitored token burn and the reputational risk of corporate liability from AI hallucinations. It is literally a perfect storm. And here's the kicker. Time is absolutely not on our side. The EU AI Act mandates strict governance for high-risk AI systems by August 2026. That is an urgent, non-discretionary deadline. The window to get your infrastructure in order is slamming shut. So, what do we do about it? Section 3, the secure middleware gateway, which acts as your zero-code shield. Let's look at the core architecture of SyncEthic's solution. Basically, SyncEthic structures this protection by funneling all of your AI traffic through a single governed pipeline. It acts as this centralized trust layer sitting right between your enterprise apps and the AI providers. And the real magic here? Automatic PII filtering. It ensures sensitive data is completely anonymized before it ever reaches the cloud. Thus, they deploy this as a zero-code integration. So you get this huge security upgrade without needing a bunch of complex developer work and without having to rip out and replace your current tech stack. And this perfectly illustrates their competitive edge. Unlike massive players like Azure or AWS Bedrock, SyncEthic is entirely provider neutral. You're not locked into one single ecosystem. But more importantly, it is explicitly built to be EU AI Act ready straight out of the box, offering strict per-client data isolation that those generic solutions just don't prioritize. Moving right along to Section 4, smart routing and cost control. Let's talk about ending the token burn and wrestling that financial chaos back under control. Remember how total opacity leads to unexpected token burn? Well, SyncEthic flips that financial uncertainty into absolute predictability. They use a prepaid wallet system alongside strict departmental quotas. They even run these real-time pre-flight checks to verify your balance before an API call actually goes through. That means one rogue script stuck in an infinite loop can't just drain your entire IT budget overnight. And they don't just cap your spending, they actually optimize it. Their smart router evaluates requests on the fly and automatically shifts the more basic, low-complexity tasks over to cost-effective models like Gemini or DeepSeek. This one feature alone can save you up to 90% on token costs. It's seamlessly optimizing your performance-to-price ratio without the end user ever noticing a difference. Okay, Section 5, private RAG and data isolation, creating sovereign knowledge bases. This part is absolutely critical for enterprise adoption and how SyncEthic handles your private data safely. Look, if you want your AI to actually be useful, it needs to know your company's context, right? SyncEthic makes this safe by leveraging Google Cloud Storage and Vertex AI RAG in active production. They use these amazing seamless enterprise connectors that pull directly from the tools you're already using, stuff like Google Drive, SharePoint, Slack, and Notion, plus direct document uploads to build private knowledge bases. But here is the critical part. To prevent leaks, only administrators can manage this data. They guarantee true per-client data isolation and GDPR-grade separation by design, so your proprietary sovereign data is never going to cross-contaminate.
Finally, Section 6, Mobile Governance and the Kill Switch, bringing all this control right to the palm of your hand, because enterprise leaders are always on the move.
SyncEthic actually took the dashboard out of the browser and stuck it right in your pocket. They built a dedicated Flutter mobile app that serves as your central command. It shoots you critical, real-time alerts if it detects any abnormal token consumption or unusual activity. But honestly, the coolest feature is the emergency kill switch. If something goes totally wrong, say a severe data leak is detected, you don't have to go scrambling around to find your laptop. With a single tap on your phone, you can instantly cut off a suspect AI access route. Literally, complete control in the palm of your hand.
So, as you look at your own infrastructure and brace for those looming regulatory deadlines in August 2026, I want to leave you with this final thought to ponder. Is your current enterprise AI setup acting as a true business accelerator, or is it secretly operating as a $35 million liability just waiting to happen? It's time to find out, and more importantly, it's time to secure it. Thanks for joining me for this explainer.